one person, and I'm guessing it's you, Nancy. Okay, so we got two now. That's a little bit good. It's not like I didn't tell the mods that we were going live. Oh, there we go. Yeah, here we go. And there's Nancy. You were just hiding, waiting for someone else to comment. I know. Don't make me cut you. Hi, Shah. Who's liking this tune? It's a bit of a different pace to the funky Hammond grooves. After the Taylor Swift fiasco, I thought we'd go with something a little bit more light-hearted. She is our biggest. We love Nancy. Without her, it'd just be me and you. Although a third person has arrived, Becky Pamplin. I'm liking this. Maybe the way to go from now. Lounge music. What do you think? Yeah, we've actually got some news for you coming up, Nancy. Nothing major. Don't get it. Well, hello, Maida Montana. It's not like you didn't know. It's only the five of us here, so maybe daily TSP's already run its course. But that's a wonderful, relaxing tune, don't you think? That's one of the few times we've actually let the whole tune run its course. That was Heinz Kesling, the Heinz Kesling Orchestra. Remember Rio? Great tune there to open tonight's Thursday show that only mods and Nancy are watching. So we were kind of, Wolf's watching. Hoop these. Okay, so we've got 5 of you all now, maybe 6. Or did we lose somebody? Wolf's watching. I'm going to get you up so I can see the comments that are going on. I have not long been finished a ration, actually. I'm a little bit full. There might even be some burps left in the pipe, but I'm kind of alternating days. Have a ration, then maybe like a bag of ramen, a couple of crackers and a meat stick, and then the next day a ration. So far throughout this pandemic, although going a little bit in survival mode. We'll get to that later when maybe a few more people show up. So we got Lois there. We got Hoops. Danielle finally made it. She was in a taxi rushing over to Wolf with a portable toilet, of all things. Stress here too, Laurie. A lot of stress. Yeah, well, we're trying to relieve a little bit of stress without fueling too much of the fear flames, if we can help it. You know, we are trying to be the distraction here. I don't know why, if it's just sort of psychosomatic, but I keep worrying that maybe every time I get a little bit hot or if I sneeze or cough, that, oh my God, is it real? Not enough staff at the new friggin' proceedings. Sorry, I got to get you up on the screen. That's what I forgot to do. I got the comments but didn't cast it. Not enough staff or the new procedures. I've been going too crazy. Had to be crazy. Well, there was once a song saying we're never going to survive unless we get a little bit crazy. So a little bit, no offense to those of you watching, but a little bit of a poor turnout so far. But we do know that kind of live shows aren't getting featured in searches or coming up in your news feeds. So maybe that's why so far. I know you're here. You're here more than little shit in Binocular Boy. We should probably try and make a little miniature Nancy to sit in the corner in a rocking chair. But I thought of something funny that we're gonna like there's a hashtag. I might start calling you greetings from inner space. Indeed, wherever that may be, maybe the farthest point from the lightest point of the galaxy. But we're gonna share tag you like there are hashtags, so that might be your name for now, the share tag. Like you hashtag things these days. I can't stay long. I've got a babysit. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a long show or not. I was actually in two minds about going. We were kind of planning to do our little thrifty bunch, get the mods round table and have them up on the screen, but kind of somehow didn't happen for some reason, but we'll put that on hold. Hopefully we can bring that in a couple of days. Maybe Monday is what we're looking at now, but we do have some time on our hands to prepare things, and who knows what the but I spoiled it. You spoiled it. How did you spoil it? Judy Bell. I don't know. No, you didn't spoil anything. I just think we kind of run out of time. I didn't realize what the time was saying. My ration took a little bit longer than expected, and then before I know it, hey Jasper, nice to see you. Ribbits here. Alrighty, so we've got 9 up in running now. So glad to have you. I've been wearing my stupid trapper hat all day, and I'm feeling a little bit warm. Yeah, Judy Bell's not going to be in the video. She might just be taking care of proceedings in the chat, but the other mods are willing to do it. But we're going to be working on that. Maybe spend a little bit of time and effort, as we do have a little bit of time on our hands at the moment. We don't always have to wing things and throw it together last minute and hope for the best. So as I said, we do got a little bit of time. So hey Marsha G, glad to have you in here. So if or not we're still on air and going live by Monday, who knows? It's been one of those kind of days that I've kind of stayed in and felt like being under the covers for the most part. But I did get up early. We did do the morning show. I don't know if anyone caught that, and if that was enjoyable. But I was sort of half asleep then and a little bit half asleep now. I'm not kind of used to going to sleep at a kind of reasonable time and getting up in the hours before noon. And I ended up having a little bit of a nap this afternoon. Then sort of reawoke, got a bunch of coffee in me, ate a ration, and here we are. Hello, Share Bear. You just dropped in to say hi. Well, some people are finding out that we have got a live show tonight. I do have a ration video to upload. Maybe I might wait till tomorrow morning for that. I don't know if we're going to be going live again tomorrow morning. Not sure if that was a good idea or not. I was still a little bit asleep, so maybe I'll wait till I've got a couple of days into a normal sleeping pattern, getting up in the morning, eating at night, going to bed at a decent time. So I'd only had about 4.5 hours sleep last night, although I did have a little nap this afternoon. But I'm starting to feel as though it might be that time. That's why I was a little bit reluctant to go live tonight, because I was almost getting to that, I could just kind of snuggle up now and get comfy with a few TV shows, or maybe an old movie or some cartoons or something, and drift off into dreamland. Welcome, sings lots. So wow, look at that, our numbers increased. Did in a bounce there, we were 6 seconds ago, now we're 13. So welcome guys. What time? Judy Bell, are you talking about something there? It's getting weird around here. They up down to, oh, you're under curfew, Share Bear? Is that just like a citywide or countywide type thing, or I think anything I say sounds good to you, Nancy, bless you. Curfew for Share Bear. Okay, so yeah, let us know, Share Bear. What's going on with that curfew? That's a little bit interesting. No, that's true. As I said, we are doing your sort of daily content. I have got a video ready to upload for you that I thought maybe I'll just upload that tonight. Maybe a few more people might watch it. ATN, could you say hi to, my goodness, it's kind of like a real radio show. Can you give a shout out to someone? Hi, Caroline, ATN's girl. Hope he's looking after you well, and got you all the things you need to get yourself through the pandemic. And hello there, Kirk Sunrise Thompson, TSP. What's next? Next 2 years? Who knows, buddy? I really don't know. Sometimes you don't really want to bear thinking about. It was 11 freaking weird crops swarming the parking lot. Explain more, Share Bear. Is this going on right now in front of you, or is yeah, we're smoke as long as we can. Yeah, is this like happening now, or this happened to you today? Cops storming car parks. This sounds very interesting. Where are you again, Share Bear? If you don't mind, you're down in the south somewhere. Los Angeles CA just went into safe at home order, really. So this is a little bit, we did have a little bit of news, whether or not it's accurate, factual, gonna happen or not. But there's a possibility that the states might be going into lockdown in the next 24, maybe 36 hours, and a possible ability that they're gonna issue martial law. But that being said, we don't know if or not that is true. We were kind of got this information a little bit of a while ago. It's from a pretty reputable source. We're not going to say anything more than that. We don't want to kind of spread any speculation or fuels to the fire. But it certainly seems to be from a kind of reliable source. As I say, I don't know. It is a sort of second-hand, third-hand kind of knowledge. But fingers crossed it isn't. But be ready, have your eyes on thing. Kirk is saying same thing, lockdown to tomorrow as well. So yeah, we hope not. But Sharebear, so where are you again? What's going on with these cops in car parks? Why were they storming the car park? Was there something going on? Was there a victim or somebody affected by the virus, or was it totally unrelated? I mean, it's hard to say in this time. Yeah, indeed. Back at you, workaholics. Glad to have you here, buddy. You're in Iowa, Kirk. We know lockdown now, they say. Okay. Oh, I hope so. I mean, as I said, I don't really have any confirmation or anything ready to sort of back it up, other than it's just something that's been heard and comes from a almost reliable source. So we say as much as that. Walmart changed that hour to 11 p.m. and 8 p.m. Yeah, I've heard about that, and they've also a lot of these stores are doing. I got a bit of a sinister and horrible rabbit hole that I went down a little bit this afternoon, thinking about some things. As you do, it is a little bit of a panicky time, and there are a lot of things to provoke some thoughts going on out there. And as much time as we spend trying to be a distraction and try and be a little bit sort of upbeat and humorous and make the most of having some time off work and being able to spend that with our families and not being caught up in the rat race, there is a lot of concern and uncertainty going on. But something that we were sort of hitting on a little bit earlier, now we have got a few more folks watching, was the amount of celebrities seem to have been diagnosed as having COVID, or they're positive for the virus or whatever. If they're suffering or victims, I don't know how it works, but there's a lot of celebrities that even almost every day a new celebrity comes out as to being announced as positive for this virus. Now, the whole kind of total global victims is, I don't even know, it's in the thousands, I think, but compared to the sort of population of the world, it's still a relatively small percentage. But the chances are that within that small percentage, so many celebrities seem to be affected by this, if you see what I'm saying, as opposed to normal folks. We haven't really seen so many normal folks posting on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or videos being shared about, hey, so I just got back, I've got COVID, I've been positive, this is what they've told me. Haven't seen anything like that, but we're seeing an awful lot of celebrities going around. Arkansas, that's right. I knew it was in the south somewhere. I didn't know which one it was, Kentucky or Arkansas. So let's have a little look at some more of the comments there. Banks, food, stores, construction work will start to be available to go on. And well, I was out and about yesterday downtown in Toronto. I'm from Iowa. Thompson from Iowa, Florida now though. Okay, I got you. Well, welcome. Glad you found us this evening. A couple of congressmen that I saw. Oh, that's right. Hey, Kelly Kibo, glad to have you here with us tonight. So another little bit of a dark and disturbing thought pattern that I had, that another thing that seems to be part of the narrative or trending or part of the virus is that it seems to be targeting elderly people. A lot of the victims do seem to be elderly, and even the narrative is advising that the elderly or the sick could be the most likely to catch this. Now, we've spoken about FEMA and we've spoken about about Walmart, and we've mentioned Sam Walden and his involvement with secret agencies during wartime, and his involvement with internment camps and such. Many of you are familiar with the theme of Walmart camp theory. We all know Walmart rearranged makes law. And they were there with President Trump, along with the CEO of Target, the CEO of Walmart, were there and said that they would make their businesses readily available for testing sites. Now, Walmart are now giving elderly only shopping hours. They're going to be open for 1 hour and 30 each day to allow elderly people access to the store so that they can get their provisions. What about this, guys, is a sick and sinister, very dark place to go. But if this is, let's just, for argument's sake and hypothetical and theoretical purposes, suggest that this, and we're not saying it is, but let's just suggest that it's a biological weapon, and it's a genetically designed biological weapon to target a few people. Now imagine if you had a very, very large place with a lot of large elderly people in it at one time, and you made this virus airborne. It'll be like almost, not exactly the death camps, but a similar, maybe not as harsh or slower version. Get them in there, do their shopping, pat them on the back, get the thumbs up from the public eye and the popular approval, and then somehow contaminate them while they're doing their groceries. Bit of a dark thought, I know. Let me know if you have any thoughts and theories on that. As I said, seem to be a lot of celebrities, but we don't seem to be seeing many actual folk. Nobody on the local news, nobody sharing anything to Instagram, nothing like that. It's going to open up some serious wealth of, they lock up the Crocs. Okay, I'm not sure what that was. Missing something maybe from earlier. So do try to keep on track of your comments as much as I can. They say it's about love's blood types, but this is another thing that we have to bear in mind. That not only is there a pandemic, there's an infodemic, and the info and the misinfo is spreading faster than the virus itself, it would seem. And it seems, for like they're saying in Canada, I think we have 20 or 50 victims, which is a very small amount for the population of Canada. But the whole entire nation's on pretty much lockdown already, although there are a few businesses in places still up in operational. The majority of the town is dead. Businesses locked up, gates on the door, so to speak. Hello, Ticker Welch. Nice to meet you. Believe not everything. So, as I said, be mindful, have an open mind, take on board as much information as you want, dismiss what you think is ridiculous, and try and embrace a little bit of what you think might be. And, maybe somehow we will put together the pictures of this puzzle over a period of time, maybe not overnight, but who knows. As Annie said yesterday, truth is often only known in hindsight. So Kirk, Sunrise, and Tika, you guys are new to the Thrift Fam show, TSP live chat, should I say. Welcome. Glad to have a couple of newbies in you. So where are you guys? Kirk, you're in Florida now, but originally from Iowa. And what about you, Tika Beck? Quinine, like in tonic water. I'm not sure. I'm missing something here in the chat. I'm sure maybe you're talking about alcohol. So no one's offering any thoughts on the old age pensioner death camps with the grocery store theory. But I don't know. Kind of seemed a little bit logical to me if that was the way you were going, and if you did have a targeted, victim for this virus, then getting that target victim in large numbers into one place at one time would certainly do a lot of your hard work for you. Do you know what I mean? Yes, exactly like the tonic water. Okay, something I'm missing. Is that Tika? That's who you're talking to. Well, thank you, Maida Montana. A little while it got there. The other thing we was talking about this morning, I'm trying to remember, it's logical and they would get away with it. Thank you, ATN. So yeah, we don't really want to start being fearing or flames of that, but for real, no, there's a logical theory, right? Plausible as well. LA Mayor just announced Cali goes into lockdown at midnight tonight. Okay, so maybe it is starting. Maybe it is. And that's a little bit kind of why we possibly put our Thrifty Club on hold tonight. Because as you remember, last Wednesday we did a live show, and during that live show, hey, it's Eternity. Getting used to seeing you in these live shows, baby girl. Glad to have you here. And you know, without Eternity, there probably wouldn't be a TSP TV. But you've heard that story before by now, I hope. Kirk Mission, keep us posted. So some more hellos. 26 here. Wind chill is 18. And it's actually going to warm up to 16 degrees tomorrow by all accounts here, and there might even be some thunder and lightning as well, although in the early hours of the morning. But 16 degrees. It was about 4 yesterday when I was downtown. My hands froze when I was walking around. And I did watch a little bit more of that video, and it was very, very shaky. So I'm possibly, I don't know, what's going on right now with the world. Maybe not looking to invest anything into anything right now, but I was looking at maybe getting a little handheld stabilizer for the phone, and it might help with some of the walkabout videos. But some of you enjoyed it, I guess. If you have, so a few folks have been catching up on the uploads from yesterday, because we had the fun live show yesterday night, and we had a little bit of a morning show this morning. So who was here here that was there this morning? Let me know if that might be a good idea. I don't think we're going to be doing that every day. I don't think 2 live shows a day, there is so much as too much of a good thing, if you know what I mean. But we might try and do it every now and then, or maybe like leave it to the weekends, perhaps. Maybe we'll plan a PJ party or something for Saturday night. Who knows? We are trying to bring you daily content. It is going to be a little bit entertaining, and hopefully a little bit of a distraction from all that else is going on. Because I think sometimes we do need to escape. We do need a little bit of medicinal humor in our lives, and we can't be sitting around in fear 24/7, right? So I do sound as though I do have a little bit of sniffles, but it is that kind of time of year when a few plants and stuff start creeping out through the ground. And even heard the birds today, so that's another sign that spring's on its way, when the birds start returning and they are out chirping about. And there's a couple of hawks, look as though they might be in some kind of mating ritual in a tree earlier. Stay at home has been issued. Yeah, our workaholics give us that information as well. Ribbit's confirming it. California's going lockdown tonight at midnight, so that's like in a few hours' time. What, 5 hours from now? So what time is it now? It's nearly 10 o'clock Eastern, so 7 o'clock there. So yeah, 5 hours. Pharmaceutical company owns chloroquine. Is that how you say it? Chloroquine. Was watching the live broadcast. What, from this morning, Ribbit? Is it the first day of spring? Yeah, somebody was saying something about that. Or it being something to do with Easter soon. I don't know. Or the eves of March. Is that something that's a thing? I don't know. But anyway, nonetheless, where did I put my water? Hold on a second, guys. The Ides of March. Okay, so it's the equinox today. It's the Ides of March, something to do with Easter. Ides was 3:15. Oh, was that yesterday? Damn, I don't like being told. I don't imagine you do. Judy Bow, partly why I'm not married in with a girlfriend anymore. Don't really like being told what to do. Shakespeare. Okie doke. I'm not really into Shakespeare. Gleed, where have I heard that name before? I'm not sure. You tell me. buy stock in a movie. Me either. So yeah, I don't know if I am getting the sniffles or not, or it is just that time of year when I suddenly get a little bit of a runny nose. Also, Rim the Spear owned. Yeah, Nancy, Judy wants to know what town you're in. She might come and rescue with you if all needs to be, and we wouldn't want to worry about our little Nancy down there in the bayou. I don't know if she's going to come and rescue. I was just like making that up. Um, TSP, it's the walkabout. You're fine. Yeah, it was a little bit of exercise. It was a very, very, very long walk, and you do kind of get a lot of dust and stuff in your throat. Although there wasn't as much traffic around as normal, but busy city, there is a lot of that kind of stuff. Thanks for that, ATN. Like I said, sometimes once it's all around you. Sometimes that is the psychosomatic effect. And pharmaceuticals will carry out testing with placebo medicine, and more often than not, they will let the people who are being tested know before what the possible side effects are. And a lot of times, some of the people with the placebos experience those symptoms. I'm glad you enjoyed the walkabout. I'm in the parish of Terrebonne. Down here in the parish of Terrebonne, folk take care of their own business, don't take kindly to strangers, especially you fandangled city folk with your fancy horseless carriages and your wireless communication devices. That wasn't really very southern at all. I think that's more country English. Bayou Nancy. You were raised there, huh, Judy Bow? You're a Louisiana girl at heart. Yes, sir, Risha. That's the way we do things down here. So yeah, I'm not actually feeling a little bit in the mood of being southern right now. It's the Handmaiden's Tale. What's that? Yes, it is. In the handmaidens are selected as breeders, right? Is that what I haven't seen it, but I'm kind of pretty aware of the story of it. It's sort of what's the word? The dystopian future where the handmaidens are breeders, right, right. And only certain people can breed, if I'm correct in thinking. I'm not sure that's that far off, but that was also, that's not the only Logan's Run had a similar theme to that, where the babies were kind of bred in incubators. No one was allowed to have babies. They bred them like test tube children's. But it has so much when it has, this is the thing, when something has that much predictive programming and its purpose was to predictively program us for something. Maybe, I do have time off at the minute. It might be something that I can cram a few episodes in, maybe or maybe not. But usually when it is, everyone says it's all about predictive programming, then there's no real need to watch it to confirm it's about previous program. Yes, the Handmaiden's Tale, and of course there was also Black Mirror. And the purpose of these shows are to prepare society for what is to come. So when it comes, it's like, oh wow, it's just like the Handmaiden's Tale. Um, Logan's Run. Well, I did a lot on the predictive programming in Logan's Run. It's one of those very, very fascinating films. Logan's Run in Soylent Green. Um, and that's another one. We've got this Beyond Meat stuff and Beyond Chicken and Beyond Meatballs. And is that this day and age is Soylent Green was Charlton Heston and his escapades in a futuristic New York in that 1973 movie, I think it was. Soylent Green came out in 1973. And the whole, it's people, Soylent Green is people. Are we going there? Once all these people die of the COVID virus, perhaps they use their bodies to make more Beyond Meat products. Watching it tonight, thanks. The runners, yeah. Well, they had the thing in their hands, didn't they? And when they got to 30, the chip in their palm started to glow. The old guy's favourite colour was orange. Is that the old guy that they find at the end of Logan's Run, and they've never seen an old person? No, they were runners. The runners were people that would try to run and get outside of the dome, and that was it. The people said that outside of the dome, the world was very, very polluted, and it was dangerous for them to go in there. But within the dome, they could only live to the age of 30, but they were given a very, very decadent and debaucherous lifestyle to leave for those world. They Logan's Run even predicted Tinder. There was a very, very crude but very, very similar version. They had holographic images that they kind of swiped and went through, and when they found a partner of choice, they kind of stopped, and that person would come over for liaisons. I got laid off 2 days ago, free time, digging deep and stay positive, wanted to start creating content. Well, good luck. A little bit like myself, I was told on Monday night that they were shutting down all the bars and restaurants here in Toronto, Canada, and I've been out of work since then, although normally oh, that's right. Yeah, and you had the nice the music and the sunsets and stuff. But yeah, normally my weeks or my scheduled days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. So really and truly, today was the first day that I kind of really noticed that. Oh wait, I don't have to go to work. And sort of tried to be a little bit lazy. And I must admit, kind of last night's pajama party was a lot of fun, and I kind of went to bed like a kid at a pajama party and slept well and woke up early, still in that kind of let's have a breakfast party. But it was fun. It did kind of bring a sense of calm and a coziness. I hear Amazon is hiring. No shit, Becky P. So hopefully, Kirk, buddy, you can make it through this. Maybe you are a prepper and got a little bit of supply, so you're not going to be going without anything. While you are at home, so sorry to hear that. But something we started saying earlier on in the week was we are in this together. I think that was Monday night when I got sent home. We went live and said that we'd be going daily for the duration of the kind of lockdown, or certainly the lockdown, and I'm going to be exposed to. However long that is, I don't know. I did get a call today from my kitchen manager just to say that they were working out our wages for this week, so I might be able to go in Saturday and get a little bit more information. And yeah, they keep. This is something else I keep all hearing about. Is this is a Black Swan event? And again, these films that are so obviously predictively programmed. Although I know nothing about this, I've heard Black Swan referenced a few times, but I've never watched the movie or am unaware as to why it is so relevant. Should play the put tomorrow, looking at Black Swan coming. Something I was trying to find if anybody had put options on the conglomerates that own the toilet paper and hand sanitizer, because there's a very good chance, Charmin, Lysol, in whoever, Purex. Is it Purex or Purell, the hand sanitizer? I don't know. There's the movie The Black Swan. It was about the ballerinas. What's her name was in it? And was it Natalie Portman and maybe Mila Kunis. I'm guessing, Kirk, from some of your comments that you might keep an eye on the stocks and shares. Black Swan referring to the stock market. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure. The movie. I don't know. Maybe I should watch the movie. Don't they les out in it or something? A little bit of girl on girl action in that movie. Maybe that might be. Remember, once upon a time in the days before internet porn, that anything that had a second of nudity or not even nudity would be fair game. Are you sure you remember, Nancy? I'm not sure. What have we been going for? 34 minutes. That's what they had left, Shah. That's who had left. Down here on the bayou, we eat black swans. We cook them up Cajun style with rice and beans, with biscuits and gravy. No, I don't know what you're chatting about. Anyway, I am feeling a bit tired, and I do feel as though I do need to go to bed. at some point in the not so distant future. And we don't want to, as I said, give you too much of a good thing. Me and the dogs are just hanging out. How about you, TSP? You going stir crazy yet? No, I'm good, Martha. I was married for 11 years and also been incarcerated. This is a walk in the park. As long as I'm not hearing the printer from work, the and having to make Caesar salads, this is far more preferable. But in a little bit of concern about what's going to happen in the future, and when's it all going to back to normal, if it does go back to normal. Maybe Kirk can point you in the right direction, Eternity, if you want to put some stocks and shares into the company. But it would be interesting to see if there were put options put into the into companies that own or create or manufacture toilet paper. And of course, the N95 mask. You got to have your N. No pandemic or no pandemic crisis survivor is equipped unless they've got a 3M N95 mask. I've also wondered if maybe somehow there's something hidden in like COVID-19 N95 hand sanitizer. If you took all these words and things that they keep repeating, toilet paper, what we could come up with if you put it into an anagram or gematria, however they say that, converter or translator, sorry. Don't forget the TP, Kirk. So it does seem as though I do have the snipples a little bit. I'm back. Storm is coming. I am back and a storm is coming. Yeah, yes, sorry. You can smell that storm in the darn air. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep jumping in and out of southern. Maybe I should take some of my flu medicine. I do have it here, so thank you, Trip, for the generic flu medicine. So I'm going to take that. I got paper T, no TP here, Shy. We don't need no TP down here on the bayou. We just pick ourselves up a critter, wipe our butt crack, and throw it back in the bayou. Maybe a month worth of TP. As I said, socks, newspaper, magazines, hand napkins, sanitary towels, all of these things. Where the fuck can I get into them? That storm was here. It's moving fast. But that's what I'm saying. We're supposed to get a storm later, and is the weaponized weather the way that they are carrying this pandemic? I'm not sure. So anyone else got anything interesting or informative that's been going on? I still want to find out about Share Bears, the cops storming the car park. That seemed very interesting. I'm trying to figure out, or I'm trying to figure out in my mind, if that was related to the woman behind was blinking like in Morse code. Harp, indeed, Martha. Are they involved? Quite a few folks have been seeing the plane farts, the chemtrailers out there. I've seen them myself. A couple of days, like almost 3 or 4 days in a row, every day it was kind of grey, cloudy, even maybe a little bit wet in the daytime, but around 4:30, 5 o'clock it started to break up. By 6 o'clock, crystal clear skies. Yes, gematria. But do you know what I mean? If you put all these words and stuff in that they keep repeating and putting out there, I'd be interested in what we could come up with. Maybe we should do that. If anyone knows how to do that, why don't we do it? We should almost make a list of the words that we keep hearing over and over again. But yeah, the weather has been a little bit weird. Because it would be tragic if they all died from coronavirus, so let's just let them go. Let us know, Share Bear. I seen somebody messing around with it. There's some 3s and 9s in there if you translate it, I think. So I'm reading. Yeah, they've stopped visitors at some hospitals, I heard, and also at prisons. Angel of the Bottomless Pit sheep slaughter. That's quite quite a title there. Wonder what you'd need to put on your CV to get that position. Is the angel of the bottomless pit sheep slaughter. Corona and COVID are two different things. If they say so. Yeah, like coronavirus is generic, I think. There are different strains of corona, but I wish we're trying to find some good news. Judy Bell, Hoopty, several prisoners have released prisoners in the US and Kidden. Yeah, didn't I hear something that they're not going to for certain crimes they're not going to be arresting people now? This was mentioned years ago that do you think that there's something like much worse, like an asteroid on its way, and they're just trying to keep us inside to avoid the bash? I don't know. Yeah, I wish we had some good news, Judy Bell. Only be arrested for violent crime. Yes, good news. The dolphins and swans have returned to the Venice canals. That is good news, I guess. Were there any black swans? Boom, ching. Because pollution and people are not there to interfere. That's what I heard. Okay. So no, it doesn't look like we've got much good news going on this evening. Judy Bell, as unfortunate as that sounds, we might have to try and direct or redirect the approach for this show and maybe wrap it up a little bit sooner rather than prolong the agony and depression of nothing but bad news. I don't know. So bring us some good news, someone. Coach for Saints. Okay, there's no way I can watch Handyman's Tale. Handyman's Tale, that sounds quite funny actually. The NFL's coming back, Nancy? When's the NFL coming back? Or is it not coming back? I don't know. Alright guys, well, I am thinking that we've got 2 minutes to go till it's 45 minutes, so that would give you a pretty decent show, I guess. As I said, don't really want to keep going on if there's nothing but bad news, and sometimes when you had a lot of bad news, it's hard to kind of pick the spirits up. Lol, you have a captive audience, pun intended. A little bit, I guess, but you are very free to go and find other YouTubers and watch other content. You're not totally oh, it's the China flu now, of course. They keep changing it as well. Oh, and this is it again, another famous person. So we're hearing nothing but famous people getting it, but no actual people getting it. These 27 asks backwards logic. Prisons will become the breeding ground because it's close living quarters, so they think it's better to release them. But on the other side, eternity, they would be in sort of quarantine. They can't get out, right, to affect anybody else. But no, not all of them. Just like for the sort of minor misdemeanor people. I'm hearing, although maybe that's a good thing because there are a lot of people that are incarcerated that don't really deserve to be there. There was a person in my town that had it but died yesterday, and I did see. Now I'm not going to say it's a hoax or anything or it's real or not, but I did see there was a mother of 6 who survived cancer was killed by COVID. And it just kind of almost seems far too tragic and convenient for me. Again, I don't know, but it's a little bit of like a wag the dog story, and it's a little bit like the family of the hijackers, not the hijackers, the passengers that fought back and overpowered the hijackers and crashed that jet plane down into Shanksville. God bless them, because who knows where those inexperienced pilots could have taken a jet plane at speeds that exceeds its capacity. at low altitude. So lucky for those they did. But there was a story of the family that sat on TV on CNN. I think it might have even been with Anderson Cooper. Maybe not, I don't know, I can't remember, or Geraldo, but it's one of the big anchors at the time, and they were telling this story, but not one of the families seemed to be upset or crying or sobbing or too, distraught that they just lost their father, husband, son, brother, etc., etc. It turns into a phenomenon if not treated. It seems like pneumonia. That's not a phenomenon. Only violent crimes. Some of those people bailing, I guess. And this is another thing. Hello, Chad Long. Sounds like an inappropriate pseudonym for something else. But welcome, Chad. Glad to have you. Probably, don't they bomb Iran every day? I mean, that could be almost any given day they bomb Iran. And I think every day under Obama's regime, they send at least 3 bombs a day into Arabic territories. But this is again the amount of famous people that seem to be coming down with it. And again, Martha points out that the pedo ring in Italy is on lockdown. A lot of people in the Vatican are kind of wrapped up in this whole thing. So, bombing the BAMs. I saw a video yesterday how it doesn't survive the heat. The guy suggesting breathing hot air in saunas because of our sinuses are cooler than other parts of the body. Yeah, you could actually kind of make, like when you have the vapor rub, you put the hot water in some Vicks in a bowl and put a towel over your head. You could almost do that. That might be an idea. I might try that myself a little bit later. That's always good too. But saunas, yeah, very good. I used to, when back in England, used to go to the saunas all the time. Oh, I'd love a tan in bed right now, but I've only got $5 until I can go and pick up. Actually, I got 25 US dollars, which is about 39, 40 bucks, I think. Yeah, and I'll try and sort of stay a little bit warm and cozy on the inside. And it is still a little bit chilly and cold outside, and it is that kind of weather that I was out yesterday, maybe a little bit underdressed, and then I did get a little bit hot and sweaty. I did have a testicle injury. It's still a little bit painful, but I think it's on the mend. They also said drink bleach, but don't do it. Yeah, I don't know how much satiricalness was meant in that drink bleach thing, or whether people like eating Tide Pods now on bleach shooters. Good advice, Kirk. So I'm kind of glad you found us here. You've given a few tips and hints to the viewers in the audience tonight. I did squish my ball yesterday. I hit up the tan in bed today, but they likely won't be up. Yeah, that's another thing. If I have to sit in this house for 50 days, I'm going to walk outside and start singing. Go out and start singing now if you want. That's what they've been doing it in Italy. Oh my God, that's what I thought of. If you haven't seen it, I had this idea that people, some people are suggesting that people start putting up Christmas lights, try and maybe that give the aliens targets. Oh, okay, yeah, there's the neighborhood there with the Christmas lights. But people are suggesting maybe putting Christmas lights up on the houses during this time might make things a little bit more festive and brighter and less depressing. But I thought, wouldn't it be cooler if we started putting Halloween decorations up? Um, don't know. I'm trying to get some good news and some humor going after the depressing stuff. Help me out here, anyone, someone. The Halloween decorations start. I don't know if you can get pumpkins at this time of year. I'm pretty sure you might be able to find some kind of squash, although probably not in the way the grocery stores are there. But people do Halloween costume. Well, it's a little bit scary at the minute, Nancy. Nancy, we went through this in this Discord earlier. Don't tell me you've forgotten. You haven't had a senior moment, have you? But a little bit like Halloween is scary and spooky, I guess. And in a minute, it was a little bit like a real spooky, scary movie. So why not? Put the Halloween decorations up. It might be fun. What else we got to do? do Easter decos. What are they, like rabbits? But it's just because it's a scary time and Halloween's about scary and super things. I don't know. Apparently, here last night, Roger come back from a roving report and told us that they were pretty empty, and they weren't going to be expecting any more deliveries till after the weekend. You should do a video, Eternity. I told you should long ago. Stores here are empty, but they've been empty a while. Didn't you go like a couple of weeks ago when we started chatting about this? You said that you went to your local Walmart and there was nothing there. You're officially out of self isolation. You're going back to work tomorrow, Eternity, or are they keeping you home? I guess you would have to go to work. You're in a welfare office right now. Ours are mostly empty, according to our hubby. I need soap. Hoa made me take down my lights, but I thought it'd be quite fun. Start putting Halloween costumes up and thing. A few, Jasper. He actually does. Yeah, not maybe not as many as me, but he's got a couple of things. So yeah, we're not going to be starving anytime soon. Either of us had lights in one tree still. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it might be fun. Maybe we could have all got beyond it, started putting our Halloween decorations, and seen if everyone copied it. What are the top 10 things you need for a bug out situation? Well, a bug out location, otherwise you're just wandering around aimlessly, would probably be the top of your priority. And of course, if you are going to be bugging out, then you are going to become a refugee. So having somewhere to bug out to would be probably a big advantage. You don't want to just go bugging out because it sounds cool or fun. Dip your bullets in holy water and bacon grease. We're fighting a virus, Share Bear, not Islamic fundamentalists, sweetheart. Although I do get why you're. They actually, you can get them. I think they're called Jigawag or Jigawog, Jigga something ammunition, and they do that. So yeah, definitely somewhere to go. Some form of shelter, and I would think something to sustain yourself on the way. Unlike the Canadian prepper, he'll tell you need at least 87 saws. That's something he has, but I've got a bug out bag. I also have a EDC, which is like a mini bug out bag. So kind of the two of them combined, I actually have about 3 or 4 different forms of shelter. I even have a shower in my bug out bag, portable kind of camping shower. I've got axes, I've got a saw, I've got cups, I've got food, everything. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Kirk. Hope we do see you again. We will be going live daily or bringing you some kind of daily content, either a video upload, and we are going to try and do at least one show a day live. So probably be tomorrow evening. It is Friday night, so we should probably try and do something fun because it's the weekend. I don't know. My boyfriend asked me today, what did you tell him, Hoopties? I've taken those videos down when I used to roast Canadian prepper. I should do one now. I wonder what he's saying about the COVID, but I don't want to give him any more views. So stay safe, Kirk, and as I said, we hope to see you again. And thank you for. I've got some burps, sort of like they're not burps, kind of when you kind of can't really swallow but can't really burp. Becky P, you know what I mean? You're. I'm not sure where he is. If you catch a good storm, yeah, it's too cold at this time of year to be outside, Sharebear. It's not like Arkansas where the storms are sort of sticky and humid. At this time of year, it's going to just be cold and windy and horrible. Yeah, maybe that would be nice. I'm looking to get some. I did mention that the other day, Martha. Funny enough, looking to try and bring something just other than me rambling and the mascot crew and the turds. So look, I did a little bit more texture into Trip's turd. I tagged it, and I even wrote Trip's name on there. Give him some bigger eyes and a few more cracks. I don't know if you can see it. There's kind of like, if you turn it there, it's almost like another turd in the middle, the face. Or if you kind of look at it that way, it could almost be Mount Fuji. And there's almost like a finger there. He's pointing. If you turn it around, like the more you kind of turn it, the more it looks like stuff. Can you not see that? Little kind of almost like Kool-Aid man there, and there's his finger. It is Trip's turd. That does sound funny, actually. So there we go. There we go. Judy, is that good? We're talking about Trip's turd, or are you leaving, or is that who's leaving? Eternity. Dang, I better go while the stores are still open. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're West Coast, so you still got some time. Yeah, do it and let us know how you get on. I'm gonna actually do the same. I've got another one of these I'm gonna send to Annie with a meat stick. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know, kept me occupied for a few minutes. Do you think it needs another crack in there or not? Because you know, sometimes when you see turds, they do have cracks and texture in them. Is Trip here? Is everybody leaving? Oh no, are you just saying bye to eternity? It's just like the Waltons. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Mary Lou. Good night, Grandpa. Good night, Old Yeller. Store here are closing at 8 p.m. and it's 9:26. Okay, well, I think they're closed then already, Nancy. 9:26 is after 8 p.m. Why is everybody just walking out on me? Was it something I said? Was it Trip's turd? I reckon Trip left. I don't know. Was he here somewhere? I'm sorry. I just thought, we wanted to lighten the spirits. Trip's turd was all I could think of in Grassbat. Sometimes you clutch at straws. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. But Trip's textured turd. Maybe I could start a thing like candy skulls, but candy turds. Nobody even said if they saw the little man in the eyes. See, it's almost like another arm there. If you can see. Eyes, look, one eye, and you can use the same mouth. I can see it. Trip, we're just talking about your textured turd. Trip, you in the WhatsApp group as well, along with Almau and Anika. I bet they're going to fucking turn up any minute now. Look at that, it's nearly an hour, so somehow we did manage to get through an extra 15 minutes. This might get freaky. Sometimes it does, Shabba, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He's here. Yeah, the amount of times that it happens, it like can't be coincidence. I'm pretty sure that's the thing now. Trip, what do you have to do to get in Almau's WhatsApp crew? Because I'm thinking about making a fake account and infiltrating the Thrift Fam as another person trying to get into the Almau secret club of late bees. My grandpa used to make moose bread necklaces, sheckled moose turds. Shellacked moose really? Did he put glitter on them as well? Is that like a popular thing, or was it just you had one of those grandpeas? Say a name, TSP. Harold. I never realized how smart my dogs are till I started watching their behavior. Their dogs are very smart, Martha. Either that or you're just really, really, really stoned. Like, dude, like noticed how smart dogs are. Yeah, like, dude, totally. They're like really smart and stuff. You throw a stick to get it. Yeah, smart as fuck, man. Maybe I'm telepathic. Maybe you are. What am I thinking, Share Bear? He made one for a rich lady who loved jewelry, then other people wanted them. Down, are you in the south as well, Hoopties? Because I was going to do my down here in the south where you pick up moose scat, and when you really truly love a girl, then that's the best way you show her your affection and tell her you want her courtship. You give her a moose turd necklace. Sounds like something you'd find on Pornhub as well. You know, like you used to get a pearl necklace. Who only knows what a moose turd necklace would be? Maybe if you had like diarrhea or something, you splattered it in the chest area. Sorry, just trying to make you laugh, guys. What better way to tell her you love her than with a moose turd bracelet? Thank you, Jasper. Did you just roll in? We don't have moose in the south. They never got lost. One like wandered that way. About the turd. Yeah, so Trip. Been there. What the a moose turd necklace, Jasper? By accident or on purpose? How much have you had to drink, Jasper? It's very NH. What's NH? New Hampshire? Is that what you're talking about? Hoops? Oh, and also put like TSP TV on the bottom, look. For your Trip. I will try and send that out to you sometime in a not so distant future. It's doing good, Trip. I was just showing the girls before you turned up that I added a little bit more texture to it. Can you see the textures that I added to make it look more realistic? But when you come round to the front, look, it could be in the middle there. It could be a mountain or a volcano or another man with a pointing finger and a big arm. I don't know if anyone else other than me can see that. No one cares. We did conjure you, Hoopties. I am playing with your turd. Your texture, Trip's textured turd. This is what it's getting called by now. I left for a bit, but I'm back now. Where did you go, Kelly? Did you do something fun? Grab yourself a squishy at the 7-Eleven? Felt the need to rub one out quickly? I don't know. Whatever you did, it doesn't matter. You're back now. But we are going to be wrapping up, I think, a little bit. Although we are trying to make somebody laugh. Judy Bell did make a request. It was a bit depressing, so I did try and bring some kind of jokes out. And Trip's turd was the brunt of the last. That's a show about nothing. The brunt of the humour for a little while. Did Judy Bell leave already? Did she walk out on what? Maybe she did get upset by the turd. I don't know. I hope not. Or maybe she had to go and cook her husband's dinner. There's quite a few there's a monster burp in the Chilean ration MRE review. There's Judy Bell. So Judy, I was going to say, darling, we lifted things up a little bit. Chad Long, you're still here. Spicy cock soup. They didn't have any spicy cock soup. I was looking for some. I do need to cook though. What you cooking up, Judy Bell, for this evening? Last night I had ramen in a. Actually, the bag's still over here. I don't know if you can see there's some ramen left. Put some ramen in there. Use that as my plate. Oh, pork chops sound good. I wish I could come round for dinner for some pork chops. I got my beer, food and water. Save water, drink beer. You're going to dehydrate, Share Bear, so you won't actually be saving any water. In fact, you'll probably be wasting water because you're going to be needing more to hydrate yourself. So probably not a smart move. Maybe just drink some water and beer in moderation. That might be a good idea. Danielle, oh my God, Wolf and I still live in a place that says Nigeria. Well, I drink my wine, Share. And when I say wine, it's a bunch of critters I squeeze up in a whole whistle jug and put some sugar until they ferment. I don't know why I'm making fun of you and drinking critter juice. And Nancy, it just seems like a southern thing. I gotta go, guys. See you soon. Yes, you will, Hoop D's. So try not to drink just beer, Share Bear. That might not do you the world of good. I got about a dozen bottles of Pedialyte Smart Trip. You're a pretty lady, Danny. I sure would like to pick out a pretty frock for you and a teacup to match. Later, Hoop. So everyone seems to be going. I'm sorry, I just have to make fun of Southern people in their funny, quirky ways. It's adorable. Bit like Americans finding my kind of accent adorable a little bit, I guess. I kind of find the goings on of the Southerners a little bit fun. Biscuits and gravy and grits for breakfast. There ain't no eating better than that, I tell you, Ezekiel. Not everyone. What does Martha say? I will be rolling up my problems, licking down my solutions. Inhale the good stuff. Let's have a little. Do you want to see some buds, Martha? In the fucking boonies. Well, out in the moonies, we still finger our sisters, and we think that is acceptable. So anything goes out in the boonies when you've only got a sister to finger for fun. Sometimes your mum lets you finger her bum. Well, so yeah, I do got some edibles. Oh, you got some too. I've got lots of marijuana. I actually stocked up a little bit more, so I've got probably enough to get me through a week or two. Will possibly be restocking, and I cannot say, Share Bear, that I ever had. This is just my generic Southern accent. Now, I do not care too much if it is not to your liking or to your taking. It's the best Southern accent I damn well have. Sorry. Yeah, so there's Martha. I ate two of these at the same time live on air, not exactly thinking they'd be that strong, and fuck me, did they hit home hard and fast. There's 400 milligrams of THC, 200 in each. They taste like bong water jello, like if you got a jello mix and then made it with bong water. That's what they taste like. Not very nice. Well, we still don't know about the cops in the car park, Share Bear. You promised us a good time and then let us down miserably there, sweetheart. We were expecting to see some blood and guts, perhaps. Oh, Nancy, I have a deep southern drawl. Yes, sirree, I have the southernest of drawl you ever did hear on a southern drawl. Okay, sounds like you're having fun, Danielle. I don't have an accent, says Sings a lot. I just have an itchy undercarriage from that date I went on Tinder the other day. Said he was clean as a whistle. Well, no, sorry, he won't. And I don't know, you don't have a southern accent. I just was still in character. It's about the only, I don't have only that character. I have my, hey, I live up in Thunder Bay here in Ontario, and up here, you can marry your husband. We gotta all have to talk. We're gonna all have to talk. I'm doing my best. And Share Bear, could you do an accent from somebody from Newcastle, perhaps? Probably not. So Sings has an act. I did scroll up in guts and blood. All right. I missed that. But Share Bear, yeah, she's in Arkansas. That's like really south. That's almost as south as you can come. Arkansas, Tennessee, maybe Kentucky. You make yourself some moonshine down there, Share Bear. Got a batch of hooch you could sell to Michelob down on the corner. Anyway, you'd be tripping. South Arkansas, close to Louisiana. Maybe you could go and visit Nancy, Share Bear. Share Bear and Nancy. It'd be like Thelma and Louise on the bayou. Maybe on one of those swamp speeders rather than a car. Or is that more Florida thing? Do you have them in Louisiana with a big propeller on the back? Wolf needs to see some. Yeah, that's out in the boonies, hey? Anything goes. You talking to me or are you talking to Share Bear? It's hard to know what Shah you're talking to half the time, Nancy. I'm not itchy, but keep it up. You'll be turning me bitchy. And then I flip you over. Never mind, I couldn't go anywhere with that as quickly as I hoped. You do have them in the swamps. Yeah, I can imagine the two of you like zooming around on those with one of those jugs with a thumb. And I don't know why I see you playing a ukulele or small banjo. Nancy and I are besties now. Oh God, she's not going to be the next blunder twin, is she, Danielle? But anyway, let's see. Watch this space. So, guys, I'm thinking of wrapping this up, although I did say that again. Trip, who else is waiting in the WhatsApp Almau Let's Arrive Late group? I've been there years ago, and I will never set foot in Louisiana again. I went down there and their teacup to sundress ratio was just abominable. I swear they do not know how to accompany a teacup with a dress to save their mother's life. Sorry, I don't know. They're all waiting in the shadows. I'm sure they are. Little Anika's there. She's giggling. Oh, I'm going to wait. It's going to be me. No, you go first, Almau. You pretend that you've been waiting. If one of those two turns up now, then it's like a dead certainty that there is a secret WhatsApp group. They're probably, oh, fuck, he's on to us. Let's just not do it. We'll do it again tomorrow. It's all right. There's another show tomorrow. He's doing it daily, Almau. Yeah, but I wanted to be the one that arrived late tonight, Almau. You were yesterday. Anika, just wait your turn. Still trying to keep you giggling. I have to get the code word. Last time I don't know if they sent me a text by mistake, but it was Darcy's undercarriage. Perhaps try that. I don't know. You have to be here, Shah. Oh, that sounds kind of creepy. I'm your biggest fan. I'll never let you go. That's why I'm going to tie you to the bed and break your ankles. That way you can never get away. Not like Cletus. Said he had a critter out the back to mark our engagement. Then he never come back. There was no critter. You go off and they will come. Yeah, that's usually a little thing that happens. Sorry, I'm trying to entertain you and make you giggle. I'm not seeing that many lols, although there are a few funny, laughy emojis. That's just a oh my God, Nancy was horny this morning and she needed a spicy meat stick. I don't know if anyone, I could see it being Nancy. And she would have written a book or something. I'll write your next live show for you, Shah. Tell me what you think. It's not very good, Nancy. You wrote it with crayons. Crack with a hammer. There's one ankle gone. Why don't you reread it, Shah? I don't want to have to damage your other ankle. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, you've got a man now, Share Bear. So maybe just use it later in your imagination. Just pretend. We do what we have to do sometimes to get through some ordeals. TSP morning meat market. No, I was trying to do something like calm and relaxing. Hey guys, like sort of the Mother's Time kind of TV daytime show. But I was a little bit asleep, to be honest with you. We did have some kind of you best watch out, Shah TSP. I will. I got my papa's shotgun and I will shoot your butt off if you try to escape. It's the password for everything. Maybe Alibaba, before they got to Open Sesame, goes, let's just try Darcy's undercarriage. No, what could it be? It didn't work. Try Open Sesame. Country folks like to talk shit, lol. Well, I do my best, guys. As I said, Judy Powell said, has anyone got any new good news? No one really had good news, so do try to send your pack in with a smile and a laugh rather than doom and gloom. And I can't always bring you comedy gold, guys. I'm working with what I can muster at the moment. So, as I said, we are going to try and wrap up. There's another hour and 15 minutes. Martha's been working on writing a song. Have you, Martha? What's the song about? Is it about a fisherman that went out to fish, never returned, but every time the wind blows, you still hear him whistle his favourite song, and his loved one is still waiting on the coastline? I once knew Nancy. Oh my God, I thought that was going to be a limerick. I once knew a young lady named Nancy who lived in Louisiana and was fancy. She posed for a dirty mag, and it was just a wank rag, and now she doesn't say shart anymore. I don't know. I made that up. I didn't have time to put much thought into that. It's called the Bong Song. Could you give us a sample of the lyrics, Martha? Martha Noah, and please don't say it's like Baby Shark, but baby bong puff 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 puff, baby bong puff 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 puff, baby bong puff 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 puff, baby bong. Not saying it was you. Who are you talking to? Oh, Gone with the Wind. Danny, you now get indoor plumbing. Is that what you're calling Darcy's undercarriage now? The indoor plumbing? I think Darcy's undercarriage is a little bit more becoming than the indoor plumbing. I will send you the ord to it and put it on your page. It's to the tune of Puff the Magic Dragon. I like that tune. Downstairs is being worked on. Wait, is that like some kind of code for... Is Wolf eating you out? Oh, I don't know. Girls, what you got on? Cher Bear got hurt, horny over the critter juice. Was it the critter juice? I don't know, or something that southern folk like. I'm gonna fall off my damn chair. Don't do that, Cher Bear. You might fall and not be able to get up, and unless you've got your little buzzer around your neck, you might not be able to get back up again. And if there's nobody there to hear that you've fallen and can't get up, it might be weeks and days. It might even be by the time, I hate to say it, the corpse starts smelling, that you get discovered. So try and stay on the chair just in case. The bowl was an 11. The fun screen was made of brass. Oh, the bowl was an 11 and the fun screen made of brass. That was Gilligan's Island, I think, not Puff the there's just too much undercarriages going on. We don't want to kind of be thinking about Danny and Wolf doing mouth stuff. And if you filled it to the top, it held a key of grass. Oh, key, okay. I've got a bit of a stiff neck. Good job, Nancy. Not much, just doesn't work or go upstairs at night. Yes, I used to be like that in the daylight. You don't want to look at it, so you'd go up there when the lights were out. Why is my... And I don't know. It's just a humorous point of reference. Sings along. Jack the Magic Daniels lived by the sea. Did he? Isn't it from Kentucky? Is that where it's from? Kentucky? I don't think Kentucky has a coastline. Is that where Kentucky bourbon Jack Daniels is from? It's down south somewhere anyway. Go outside to do the toilet. Sometimes it's cold. Danielle, you're in Canada, not down in the deep south. Although up here in Thunder Bay, when we got an outside toilet, we have to go dig a hole. And then our husband comes, cleans it up for us. But yeah, that's not fun. Just can imagine in the snow and ice, it wouldn't be much fun at all. But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap this up. So I'm feeling a little bit sleepy and tired, and I want to kind of lie down and get up early and again. Yeah, she lives out in the boonies with an auntie that calls her the N-word, Cher Bear. Apparently Wolf's taking care of her messy downstairs. Then run out of a town called Phoenix. Cameraman named Crazy. Johnny stepped up to the bong and said, "I'll take that big bong on." I'd like to work with one, but with the devil went down to Georgia. I'm eyeballing your magic leaves. Eyeball away, sweetheart. We may sample one of those on air live at some point. But they're disgusting, Sherba. They look really, really pretty, but taste horrible. Hey, sorry, I'm back. He exhaled from his mighty lungs and fired the bowl right quick. I'm not really that familiar with. I do know a little bit of the Puff the Magic Dragon song, but only that Puff the Magic Dragon bit. Banana, 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 banana. Okay, I'm sure that is that a banana in the tailpipe? So we're down to 9 folks now, guys. People are slowly drifting out, or should we wait till the end of Is there much left? Not Martha, Noah. Sorry, see, I'm having trouble seeing now. The mic, yeah, it's still going. The bite bong, it bubbled and belched. Great clouds of smoke and John sucked down. See, I don't know the lyrics well enough, or the tune. Oh God, Share Bear. Do you do like live cams for people after hours that are hungry? Because we've said that like when you're horny and hungry, maybe you do stuff with food. It is. I'm not doing it the credit. It's done. This is where we need Darcy. Darcy, you're the singer of the crew. Do you remember like on the Poseidon Adventure, that song, the pretty song at the beginning? There's a little bit foreshadowy of what was to come. I keep going into Gilligan's Island more than Puff the Magic Dragon. I wonder if it oh, banana is the code word for Elm Out and Anika. Are you sure that's not their safe word when they're engaging in some S&M girl on girl action? I don't know why I said that. Just again, funny. Getting sleepy. 9 people. I guess we could drag this out for 8 more minutes just to do the hour 30 thing, right? That's 90 minutes. People are laughing. Share Bear, that's not what you're going to be inserting this evening, is it? A pineapple in your Horngry show? Hey guys, holler for $1 if you want some Horngry action. I got me a pineapple and a cantaloupe. Sounds like my hat. What? People stuff pineapples inside themselves upstairs from you, Nancy? Do you like that in your tailpipe? Look, it sings along with the Beverly Hills reference. Beverly Hills Cop. The song's still going on, Martha. The people they were watching to find out what he does. John simply exhaled, smiled, and said, "I finally caught a buzz." Maybe, yeah, give Darcy, could you do a rendition of Martha's song for us? Martha, are you a singer or do you play a piano? Or a banjo? I don't know. Some musical instrument? That might feel prickly. I know, well, you can get like, ribbed in knobbly condoms. It's pineapple, ribbed condom. It's all knobs and knobbles, right? Sings my butt doesn't eat anything. Lol. Okay, well, on that note, I think we should make a hasty retreat. God, I am very tired and almost falling asleep. I'm getting that kind of I'm too tired headache. But you know when the headache's at like the back of your neck, not the front of your head. Yes, I sing and play a guitar. I kind of pictured you would somehow, Martha. All right, well, Share Bear, I've warmed them up for you, sweetheart. So it's over to you now and your pineapple insertion. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Okay, I don't know what's going on with you girls. A little bit like earlier when you all have to shower at the same time. Maybe you're all getting horny at the same time. So I'll leave you to go off to your various partners and husbands. You can think about me and my sexy accent while he's hammering away, if you want, or if he's already cleaned up your underneath, then make sure he flosses, Danny. Anyway, guys, you have been awake too long, am I right? Yeah, well, I'm not used to it. It's still a little bit like jet lag, baby, P, because I kind of went to sleep last night, maybe around 2 o'clock, give or take, um, a few minutes, and I kind of woke up at around 5:45, so maybe like less than 4 hours, and I kind of been awake all day, although I did kind of get into bed and close my eyes. I didn't really kind of sleep. I just kind of led there. I'm not a folk singer. Um, Don't forget, Sharebear, tell them that if they want to see a private show and an even bigger pineapple, then they're going to have to pay more money. You don't have to do it. Just once they paid the money, then you don't have to do the show. But that's a little trip. Why doesn't that surprise me? And I can imagine you being one of those Lederhausen type people that reenacts the Sound of Music. I will send you the whole song. Please do know, Noah. Why do I keep calling you Noah? I know it's your name, but you're Marty. Hi there, Ezekiel. I got my banjo and Martha's got her guitar. Let's sing the bong song. Hallelujah. Let's pace around the plates. Invite SpongeBob. I don't. Is that the name of your vibrator? Double-headed chicken head attachment one. SpongeBob. Okay, ladies. You're far too horny and randy, it would seem, for this to continue. Sings a lot, needs to shave. There's something for your trip to go to bed. Probably poor ATN's girlfriend's like, is this what you listen to, ATN? This is the guy you're never watching this show again. Never ever are you watching this show again. They talk about coochie. They better not talk about my coochie, ATN. If they ever mention my coochie on the TSP show, I'm gonna take you to court and take you for everything you have. Although they're only boyfriend and girlfriend at the minute, I think. Marty. Yeah, like Marty McFly. I just get Martha Noah. It's a hard thing because the T's Martha. You see, I don't. It's a sort of regional dialect thing for me, sweetheart. T's are not my best friend phonetically. ATN's there. I'm sorry, ATN. I thought you left, but what's funny is that my kids are in here. Alamo. Well, he did make a video semi-naked and suggested with them around the kitchen table. Oh no, that's Becky, not Sings a Lot. Sorry, Becky, you didn't make a video that was half naked around the kitchen table with your kids. Although Darcy does say it was a summer dress. I think it was a towel, but looking good anyway, Darcy. Good grief, these ladies are roused tonight. They are. We were just joking. ATN. Maybe your lady will get upset with you for watching such inappropriate content if this was the first time you watched together. I hope I haven't ruined things for you. He's a good guy, Carolyn. Honestly, we love him, but sometimes we do go off topic in when the ladies need to laugh. Usually, for some reason, undercarriage jokes gets them every time. See, Chad Long. No, she didn't. It was actually Darcy Sings a Lot. She was the one that did the. You're making as much. You don't smoke some. I've had 4 hours sleep, and I'm like a night shift worker, so it is a little bit like jet lag. No, I did not. So, guys, thank you. We are laughing our way out. Is Judy Bell here? Judy, please be laughing. This is all for you, sweetheart. I'm taking this abuse from these ladies, and God knows what they're going to be going to bed dreaming tonight, especially Cher Bear. I can just see her yodeling, sitting on a pineapple, yodeling. Hey-hoo! I couldn't help myself. It was funny. Yeah, wait till the 20-second delay gets the yodeling on a pilot. On a pilot? No, not a pilot. Fucking pineapple. Funny enough, This is very odd. I don't know why pineapples have. Yeah, that would make you a yodel, I think, if you sat on a pineapple, especially if it was up the butt, not the vag. That would be, especially if it was the green end first. Although that might be. But in my Chilean MRE that I had today, there was pineapple chunks and a pineapple beverage-based powder. There's a spoiler. Hopefully that'll get you to watch it. Should I upload it straight after this episode, or do you want it in the morning? Shall I save it for tomorrow for something for you to watch? Is that what you call your pineapple, Nancy? It's time for me to get young Frankenstein out. Hey, Frankie, baby, it's that time of the week again, and I'm done out of Vaseline. Oh shit, I'm dying here. Drink some water, Shabba. Drink some water. Something about lips has come up. Don't know, we've got a delay there. Oh, sings a lot. Lips. All right. I am a little bit on a roll at the minute. Maybe I should. Oh, sings in her talented lips. Guys, I think you need to take this to Discord. Martha, look what you've done with your Puff the Magic Dragon song. Good job with that, but look what your song, it was some kind of enchantment, and all the ladies have got horny and randy and looking for pineapples now. So folks, we did it somehow. A show about nothing for another 90 minutes. So we were a little bit down beat and depressing, but hopefully guys, I'm sending you to bed. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm sending you to bed for. I almost immediately regret it, but hopefully I'm sending you to bed with a smile on your face. But I think I'm sending you to bed with soggy gussets and snails trails for some reason. No, go. No, that's what I'm doing. I'm going, Nancy. I'm not staying much longer. There's only so much of this humor. You should try and make it out so that Wi-Fi works a little better outside. Oh, I get you. Yeah. It's not so bad on the stoop, and it's not so bad on the patio, the little what's it called? Porch, not patio. I don't know. This is disgusting. I just pulled a bit of my toenail off. If we haven't seen for a couple of days, Alias. But I was gonna say I could. Does anybody want my piece of toenail? And I know there's some weirdos out there. I sure would like to chew on your toenail, Shah. Maybe if Hoopty was here, her grampy could make a necklace out of it. I'm sorry, she knows I mean it in jest. Yeah, I hope I sleep too, guys. As I said, lots of laughing emojis there, so I'm guessing you're going to bed a little bit. Ow, I don't know why I'm starting to pull my toenails off with my fingers and not use a proper toenail. So I've got 2 toenails if anybody wants them. Anyone? Because don't forget, Alias does want the tampon. So, oh my god. Once the pineapple's up there, I like Belfry. I don't know why your boyfriend's called Belfry in this idea, Shabba, but Belfry likes to get his foot up there and his toe. When his toe pushes on that pineapple order, I squeal and yodel like an Austrian. So guys, nobody wants my toenails. I had to remove it because I don't have it copyrighted yet. That's okay, Martha. You copyright. But thank you for that. Girls love getting nails. I don't know, Martha. Do you want the toenails? I don't know why. I think there's. Oh God, that's not good. There's blood. I didn't realise there was blood. So yesterday I squished a testicle, and somehow I've ripped my toenail off and it's bleeding. Can you see that? It's not just a little bit of blood either. There's quite a lot of blood. Oh, well, yeah. Well, there you go. There's been blood. Look there. Oh my God, it's happening. It's the virus. It's the virus. It's gotten hold of me. Guys, make sure you tell them. Don't. I'm joking. I'm not dead. But yeah, I've got to get rid of the blood somehow. I've got clippers, that's the thing. It wasn't ingrow, and you don't even want to see the pictures of my ingrow in the toenail south operation. But yeah, the blood, I'm trying to get it so it doesn't go on the carpet. I could use the, lo and behold, I've got one. In case you're wondering what I'm grabbing, they are panty liners. Let's get a panty liner to soak up the blood. Nothing's more absorbent than a panty liner when it comes to soaking up blood. And it is a little bit of a first aid tip. Becky Pamplin, you're our medical resident medical person. Do you want to see how much blood? Can I get my foot up on the table? Look at that gnarly nail as well. No, tampons are for bullet wounds. If you've got a hole, then you stick the tampon in the hole to soak it up. When it's like superficial on the outside, then you use a panty liner. So there you go, guys. I'm menstruating from my toe. Come on, guys, I've hurt myself for your comedy entertainment purposes, and it's actually done a pretty good job. Look. Come on, Becky, you're the resident nurse. That was nicely done, right? Come on, please. Thing is, now I've dropped the toenails. I don't know where they've gone. Yeah, so can't give them away now because I've lost them. Maybe they'll turn up. Do you want me to? Shall I see if I can get it? No, that's going to need a bit of clipper. I almost knew immediately with the first tug that was going to bleed, and I've already got one. I could put one of my rubber gloves. You can cut the finger off and roll it over the toe. But anyway, guys, I keep trying to go, and somehow you draw me back. So this is actually almost turning into a little bit of comedy gold towards the end here. What with Share Bear sitting on a pineapple in yodeling, and what was Darcy doing? I forgot now, but there was something going on with her talented lips. And now I've ripped my toenail off because you need us. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I need you all like a hole in the head, but without each other. Then what are we looking at? The toe that I ripped off. Did you pause it and get a screenshot? But anyway, guys, there we go. You've seen some blood. And first aid, improvised first aid using a panty pad to clean up a discarded toenail. So I don't think that's content you're going to see anywhere else on YouTube. Seriously, go and find me another video of somebody taping up their hurt toenail with a panty pad, and I give you something. Don't get gangrene. Fingers crossed, guys. So good grief, it was almost an hour ago that we started Maiden Behave Yourself. All right, so yeah, it's around about an hour ago that we were going to sign off at 45 minutes, and here we are an hour later, still trying to sort out or sign out, and pretty much given Al Mal and Anika all the time in the world to show up late. Unless they do it now, then they're not gonna make tonight's show. So guys, we will see you tomorrow at some time. At some point tomorrow. At what time, I don't know. There is a Chilean MRE ration video for you to enjoy. Probably tomorrow morning I'm going to put that up, or after this, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Hope we sent you out a little bit light-hearted and got over the depressing stuff that we were talking about at the start of the night. Thanks, guys. As I said, Trip is on form. You guys go over to Discord and entertain yourself for the time being. And I'm going to go and get myself a little spliff, get myself cozy and comfy in bed, and hopefully get to sleep at a reasonable time and get up at a decent time in the morning. Thanks for joining me, guys. It is, as always, a shit video production. It is TSP TV. We'll see you in the next one. And until then, keep it thrifty and don't pull your toenails off or sit on pineapples. Good night, guys.